I can never trust men again. You might wonder why. Well, this is my story. Years ago, I married the love of my life, Ibrahim. He was everything I dreamed of. He is handsome, intelligent, and deeply religious. We met during our National Youth Service Corps in Jigawa State, and it felt like fate. Despite his poor background, Ibrahim was confident his qualifications would soon open doors for him. He had a first-class degree in engineering and big dreams. I was drawn to his determination. I thought, this is the man I want to live with till the end of my life. But life had other plans. Our first meeting happened during a group task in National Youth Service Corps camp. Ibrahim was quiet but focused. His attention to detail caught my eye. "Hi, I'm Zainab," I said with a smile, trying to start a conversation. He smiled warmly and replied, "Nice to meet you. I'm Ibrahim. You seem like someone who gets things done." We worked well together, and by the end of the task, I knew there was something special about him. By the second week of camp, Ibrahim confessed his feelings to me. He said, "Zainab, I don't know how to say this, but I like you a lot." My heart raced. I felt the same way and told him, "Ibrahim, I've been waiting for you to say that." From that moment, we became inseparable. We supported each other and dreamed of a future. But camp life doesn't last forever, and soon, reality hit. After camp, I was redeployed to my home state, Kaduna, while Ibrahim remained in Jigawa. It was tough, but we made it work. Ibrahim would call me every morning. He'd say, "Zainab, wake up and pray. Let's start the day with God." His words gave me strength. Meanwhile, Ibrahim started hustling to save money. He became an evening tutor, teaching math and science to secondary school students. I wasn't sitting idle either. I started a small catering business, preparing snacks and meals for events. My mother helped me find customers, and soon, I was making a decent income. I often said, "One day we'll look back on these struggles and laugh." Ibrahim would always reply, "With God's grace, we'll build a life we're proud of," but not everyone shared our optimism. Months later, I introduced Ibrahim to my family. My father admired his determination and academic achievements. "A first-class graduate who's hustling on the side? That's impressive," my father said. "If he's serious about you, I'm willing to support this." But my siblings weren't convinced. My sister warned, "Zainab, love isn't enough. Ibrahim doesn't even have a stable job." My brother added, "How will he take care of you? Marriage is expensive." My mother was more diplomatic. She said, "Zainab, we're only worried about your future. Are you sure Ibrahim is ready for this responsibility?" I defended him. He's applying for jobs every day, and his degree speaks for itself. Besides, my business is doing good. We'll manage together. My father's support gave me hope. He said, "Let's not judge Ibrahim for where he is now. Let's focus on where he's going." I was grateful, but deep down, I knew the road ahead wouldn't be easy. After National Youth Service Corps, my father called me and my sisters. He said, "If you're serious about your relationships, ask your boyfriends to send their families for marriage discussions." I was so happy, and immediately I called Ibrahim. "Ibrahim, this is it. My family wants to meet yours." Ibrahim was happy but hesitant. "Zainab, I don't have enough money for bride price and other marriage stuffs. How can I face your family like this?" I reassured him. "We've both been saving, haven't we? Use some of your earnings to bring your family, and I'll talk to my mother about reducing expectations for the bride price." When I spoke to my mother, I said, "Ibrahim is doing his best, but he's still waiting for job offers. Can you convince Dad to accept a smaller bride price?" She sighed and said, "I'll try, but Zainab, remember, love alone won't pay the bills." Her words stayed with me. As wedding preparations began, Ibrahim seemed more reserved. When I asked him what was wrong, he said, "I'm just worried about meeting your family's expectations." Despite his side hustles, Ibrahim still hadn't received any job offers. Each rejection weighed heavily on him. One night, he said, "Zainab, what if your family was right? What if I can't give you the life you deserve? I said to him, Ibrahim, we're a team. As long as we have each other, we'll figure it out. To distract myself, I focused on my catering business. I took on more orders, even when it meant working late into the night. But deep down, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was about to go wrong. One evening, as I was preparing dinner, my phone rang. It was Ibrahim. His voice, usually calm and steady, now trembled with an unsettling tone. Zainab, he began, his voice cracking. I can't. Before he could finish, the call abruptly ended. Confused and worried, I tried calling him back, but his number went straight to voicemail. I called again and again, with no answer. My heart raced as I thought, what was Ibrahim about to tell me? Was he about to break up with me? Or worse, was something happening to him? I couldn't sleep that night. My mind kept replaying the call, trying to make sense of what was left unsaid. What had he meant when he said I can't? This is where I'll leave the story for now. Stay tuned for part 2 to find out what happened next.
Don't forget to subscribe.